When the LPGA Tour announced that 18-year-old Kai Trump, granddaughter of U.S. President Donald Trump, had received a sponsor exemption to compete in the Onica driven by Gainbridge at Pelican, the golf world took notice. For some, it was a feel-good story about a young golfer getting a chance to compete on one of the sport's biggest stages. For others, it sparked debate about merit, privilege, and publicity. But beneath the headlines and family name, there's a strategic play unfolding, one that reveals as much about the LPGA Tour's ambitions as it does about Kai Trump's future in golf. Kai Trump isn't just a random teenager plucked from obscurity. She's a legitimate golfer with solid junior credentials.
Hello everybody, we're going to have a little fun today. We have Kai, who's done terrifically at golf. She's a really good player.
A senior at the Benjamin School in Palm Beach, Florida, she's been competing in national junior tournaments for years and has already committed to play collegiate golf at the University of Miami. She's known in Florida's junior golf circles for her disciplined work ethic, consistent ball striking, and polished demeanor on the course. But what makes her debut at a professional LPGA event significant isn't just her skill level, it's the context surrounding it. The LPGA didn't just invite any promising amateur. It invited the granddaughter of one of the most polarizing figures in American politics. And that choice was not random.
When we play golf together, if I'm not on his team, he'll try to get inside of my head. And he's always surprised that I don't let him get to me. But I have to remind him, I'm a Trump too.
The first layer of this move is visibility. The LPGA Tour has been working for years to expand its audience and appeal beyond the traditional golf demographic. Compared to the men's PGA Tour, the LPGA's global audience is smaller, its broadcast presence more limited, and its corporate sponsorship pool thinner. By inviting someone like Kai Trump, the tour guarantees mainstream media attention. Her participation ensures headlines not just on sports pages, but across news outlets, entertainment sections, and social media platforms. It injects the event into conversations that would otherwise overlook women's golf. For the LPGA, that's valuable currency, eyeballs, clicks, and coverage that can translate into sponsorship leverage and fan engagement. But visibility alone isn't the entire play. The LPGA has also been quietly recalibrating its image to attract younger fans, particularly Gen Z women who follow influencers and athletes with hybrid identities, part competitor, part public figure. Kai Trump fits that mold. She's active on social media, maintains a clean and aspirational public image, and comes from a family that understands media optics better than almost anyone. To the LPGA, she represents the kind of player who can bridge traditional golf culture with digital relevance. In a sport where attention spans are shrinking and storylines matter as much as scores, her name generates intrigue and potential crossover interest. From Kai's perspective, the invitation is an extraordinary opportunity and a carefully timed move. At 18, she's still an amateur, but this sponsor exemption places her in front of cameras, galleries, and scouts who can shape her next chapter. It's a professional test drive, one that allows her to experience the pace, precision, and pressure of elite-level golf before she enters college competition. Even if she doesn't make the cut or finish high on the leaderboard, the lessons from a professional event are invaluable. She'll see how world-class players handle adversity, how they manage tournament logistics, and how they navigate the mental grind of 4 consecutive rounds. For any young golfer, that kind of exposure accelerates growth in ways junior tournaments never can. At the same time, Kai's debut brings unavoidable scrutiny. Any Trump entering the public arena, especially in sports, inherits controversy. Critics argue that her invitation is a product of her surname rather than her swing. Some accuse the LPGA of courting attention through nepotism, pointing out that many deserving amateurs could have earned the exemption on merit alone. But the tour and the tournament organizers have defended the decision, citing her legitimate golf resume and the fact that sponsor exemptions are, by definition, discretionary. Every professional tour uses them, sometimes for promising amateurs, sometimes for veterans returning from injury, and sometimes for players who simply draw crowds. The LPGA isn't breaking its own rules. It's playing the same promotional game that every tour plays. That's what makes this situation complex. It's both a meritocratic opportunity and a marketing decision. On one hand, Kai has the skills and credentials to justify testing herself in an LPGA field. On the other hand, the LPGA knows full well that her last name ensures media buzz and social relevance. This dual purpose, competition and publicity, isn't new in sports. It's the same logic that led to Michelle Wie's teenage invitations 2 decades ago, or Lexi Thompson's early professional debut. The difference now is the political overlay. Everything with Trump attached to it carries additional weight, whether fair or not. Still, the LPGA's calculation makes sense. The league has been growing internationally, especially in Asia and Europe, but it still fights for attention in the crowded American sports market. The men's PGA Tour dominates headlines, and even within women's golf, it's difficult to break through without a star narrative. Players like Nelly Korda, Lydia Ko, and Brooke Henderson have built loyal fan bases, but women's golf rarely enters mainstream cultural conversation. A storyline like Kai Trump's young, ambitious, high-profile lineage instantly changes that dynamic. It draws non-golf audiences, social media engagement, and, crucially, sponsor interest. There's also a generational element at play. The LPGA's current leadership understands that attracting younger fans requires more than great golf. It requires stories that connect emotionally. Kai Trump's entry allows them to tap into the same formula that fuels modern sports marketing: relatability, family legacy, and media presence. She's not an outsider parachuting into the sport. She's a serious junior golfer whose background just happens to amplify her story. In that sense, the LPGA's play is about leveraging narrative power to attract attention while still keeping the athletic integrity intact. For Kai, this event marks an early test of composure. Playing as an amateur in a professional field is daunting enough without the added glare of being a Trump. Every shot will be filmed, every reaction analyzed. But there's an opportunity here too, to redefine her public image on her own terms. If she handles herself with grace, focus, and professionalism, she could begin to carve out an identity separate from her grandfather's politics. That's something no press release can do. It has to be earned on the fairways. And if she performs well, even modestly, it could open doors to future sponsor invitations, brand partnerships, and media opportunities that extend beyond her famous surname. From the LPGA's standpoint, the timing of her debut is also ideal. The Annika Tournament, hosted by legend Annika Sorenstam, is known for blending elite competition with broader visibility. It's a late-season event, which means the field still carries strong names, but the stakes are slightly more flexible than in major championships. It's a perfect stage for experimentation, where emerging players can be spotlighted without overwhelming pressure. Annika herself has long advocated for bringing more young women into the game, so Kai's inclusion aligns with the event's spirit of opportunity and mentorship. Of course, there are risks. If Kai plays poorly, the media will pounce. The story could shift from promising debut to political publicity stunt. The LPGA could face criticism for mixing celebrity with competition. And if her appearance overshadows other players or storylines, it might alienate purists who want the focus to remain solely on athletic merit. But professional sports have always balanced purity with spectacle. From Tiger Woods' global marketing to Netflix's Full Swing, the modern golf world understands that visibility drives growth. For the LPGA, the gamble is that the upside, publicity, new audiences, expanded coverage, outweighs the potential backlash. What makes this moment interesting is that it reflects a larger trend across sports. Organizations are learning to blend athletic performance with cultural storytelling. Golf, traditionally conservative and slow to change, is beginning to adapt to that reality. The LPGA's move isn't about politics, it's about evolution. It recognizes that young fans today follow personalities as much as scorecards. They care about who athletes are, not just how they swing. Kai Trump's presence provides the LPGA a way to test that evolving formula, to see whether a player with cross-cultural recognition can help expand the league's footprint without undermining its credibility. And there's something undeniably symbolic about it all. Women's golf has spent decades fighting for equal attention and respect. Having an 18-year-old amateur, especially one from a globally recognized family, step into that arena underscores how far the sport has come. It shows that the LPGA has the confidence to invite big names without fear of overshadowing its stars.